Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy, friend. Welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for November 11th. In 1807, Ephraim Blackburn was hanged in Chihuahua City, Mexico. He was among the 9 captured survivors of the Philip Nolan expedition, and their Spanish captors decided one would be hanged by throwing dice. Blackburn threw the lowest number, sacrificing his life for the others. The Black Bean episode, which occurred 36 years later in 1843, was similar. In that incident, 1 in 10 members of the Meyer expedition were executed after the drawing of white and black beans. In 1817, Francisco Xavier Mina, Spanish revolutionist and filibusterer, and 25 other members of his expedition were executed in Mexico City. The expedition had sailed from Galveston with 8 ships and 235 men, and after initial successes was defeated. It's ironic that his death was exactly 10 years to the day after Ephraim Blackburn's expedition. In 1833, the Amos Wright sailed from New York for Texas with 59 persons aboard, the first settlers for the proposed colony of the Rio Grande and Texas Land Company. After landing at Capano Bay on December 12th and traveling overland by wagon, the settlers reached their settlement near Bracketville the following March 12th. However, the community named Dolores declined due to hostile Indians and rough conditions, and there was a general exodus as part of the Runaway Scrape in 1836. In 1887, Albert R. Parsons was hanged in Chicago for his involvement in the Haymarket Square riot, in which several died. During Reconstruction in Texas, Parsons published a Republican newspaper that failed, and then he moved to Chicago. There he became involved in labor union activities. In May 1886, police stormed a meeting of accused anarchists in Haymarket Square, where Parsons had spoken against police brutality. 8 persons were killed, and several radicals, including Parsons, were tried, found guilty, and sentenced to death. Parsons refused to appeal and was hanged with 3 others. 6 years later, the Illinois governor condemned the convictions as a miscarriage of justice and pardoned 3 defendants who were still in prison. And finally, in 1918, the cessation of hostilities for World War I ended on the 11th hour of this day, and November 11th was later designated Armistice Day. The war ended with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919. After World War II, to honor the veterans of both wars, November 11th was designated Veterans Day. And that, my friend, was your Texas History Roundup. There you go. For November 11th. Thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you tomorrow on the next one. All right, you take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.